Hey, welcome back to the couch. Alrighty. If you were aware for last month, we have changed or if you weren't aware, we have changed on the archive couch from doing a let's play to, I guess you could say, let's build. Instead of uploading weekly or almost 2 times or 3 times a week, I'm going to be updating once a month onto the game that we're developing. I had to re-upload the version video of February, finding out that it was the raw footage and not the edited footage. So I apologize for that. But picking up from where we left off is where we are today. I'm sorry ahead that this is basically, as it says below, 100% off script. I'm not in the mood to make a whole proper edit video for all displays of what's going on, especially where for the month of February there was very little that had to be added. Unfortunately for February, I did have to help a friend making on a different art project. So my time between work and that was minimal towards here, but I did make some progress, and I'm going to show some of the progress I've made for both January and February of the art assets I've been working on. As you see here, as for Chip as our main character, down here is all the lists of animations I was able to create with him on a hand-drawn from Inkscape. So I have attack 1, attack 2, attack 3, 4, his counters. I have multiple types of attacks down here, or animations down here. The one that's playing up top right now is his idle animation. And this is what is mainly seen when he is idle, he's not moving. And as well, if you can see in these descriptions here, not only do I have a right side version, I also have a left side version. So creating assets for both right and left side took a lot of time. Honestly, I think that took about almost 2 months and hand-drawn animations to create. I am proud of them, don't get me wrong, but they definitely could be cleaned up. I mean, looking at his shoulders and jawline here, it's not exactly perfect, but I am still proud of this thing I've created. But back to current day. Right now, I have been working on flipping him from the hand-drawn version to the pixel art version. I was able to carry over some of the pixel animation I've been working on. This one in particular took a good chunk of time to where I could get his head to look proper, his body proportions to look proper, and it pretty much mimics what you see here. Now, granted, if you can see the animation tiles below, I'm going to shrink this down a little bit to show off better. A lot of these are actually just repeats of him bouncing, and I could do the repeat here easily, but I wanted to just go through each of the different poses he's doing, instead of having it to repeat over on what I was drawing. This way it was easier to import. But as you can see, he moves generically the same. There is a little bit more speed on the hand-drawn, which I can easily increase for this. This was on the right side here, just a proof of concept. That was the start, but as it went on, I was able to get a little bit more. So the next one was his running animation. And that had the same problems at first, because I couldn't exactly take the core body and do it. I had to tweak it to make sure he looked at the proper thin build that a chipmunk should be. And as you can see with the hand-drawn here, he was a bit janky. He was very shaky in his movements, but he did at least move forward and back, swinging properly and twisting his body. Here, the twist is a little bit cleaner. It looks a lot smoother. His legs move decently, and his sword bops with him. Probably not as exaggerated as the original animation, but it shows the movement. Even his tail and his tuft of his handkerchief that he wears moves with him. So both of these, I mean, I'm more proud of being able to make it work in pixel than I did with this hand-drawn, but I actually love the pixel being smoother than what I did with this hand-drawn. But again, it's all concept and learning. So this was draft 1, this is draft 2. And then the other one I have for him is his KO animation, and I'll get to that here. And I'll have it loop, this way it stays in a proper formation. The only problem is, on this one, it's actually programmed for him to pause at the last one, but it's still the same concept. He takes the first two, pauses a moment, and then falls over. I think both of them are very good on their own. There's a little bit more animation here on his shirt to show the shading, to show the wrinkles. I feel like this one does very well. However, I feel like the bounce here works better, but it still has the same bounce, I mean, even with the sword, so it works very well. And fortunately, with how I'm doing it, his hurt animation, and we'll have that loop as well, play. His hurt animation is honestly just his KO animation. It's just the first 3 frames, and then he returns back. This way, whenever he does get hit, if he gets hit too hard, instead of bouncing back, he just falls over. But yeah, that is 3 poses of the multiple to go. Probably the next one I'll work on is the dash, which is simple enough, where he just moves forward like that, swings by. But between dash, 4 types of attacks, I gotta do jumping, I gotta do falling, I gotta do landing of the jump when it's too high. I even have a victory pose that I'll need to be doing, which that alone, that took a while to do. Very proud of it, but it's not something I'm exactly looking forward to on reanimating again with how long it took. But it's still work in progress. That was a lot of what was February. January, I actually had a different one, which you guys have been kind of seeing here and there in between the flips. No. Is this little guy. His name is Robo Squirrel. He is going to be a reoccurring antagonist, protagonist kind of character. He will be the first boss character that Chip will fight. And right now, I only have a more or less concept with his idle animation, where, yes, just the little tail wag, and then occasionally he scratches his chin. And I'm going to have it programmed to where he will do mainly the tail wag, and then occasionally do the chin scratch. Though I'm noticing a black line here that should not be here. I gotta fix that. But the other one is his walking animation. And this one was also, I'm very proud of, because his tail moves very well with him on the back and forth. His legs move very well. He turns very well with this. All of this, it seems very smooth and very clean. A lot of January was working on that to get that moving through, because I wanted to at least do something different. I did learn a little bit more with programming in January as well, as I mentioned in the first video, trying to get Chip's character to work properly and all that. But in my in-between time, I wanted to have something different to do, so I worked on Robo Squirrel. As well, I did touch on, I worked on 2 enemies, basic enemies. We had the spy bot from before. We also have the mushroom. He's got his idle, his electric attack, and the little seed that drops through. All, again, these are... I'll have to clean that up a little bit when it comes to moving it over to Godot, but for animation-wise, it just shows very clean. Outside of that, there's not much I can say for February's from February for the March update. But if you do have any questions or you want to know more progress, please leave a comment below. I will gladly give you any updates I can. Until I see you all next time. Later.